we go. Hey. So I'm going to take you out real quick. Hey, everybody. Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for joining us on. She is here. And guys, I think we might have to pause for one moment, but we will be right back. Wait a minute. Let me see. Hold on. Don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. I'm not sure what's happening. Nope. Okay. All right. I think we're good. We're gonna come right back. We're gonna bring Tia back in just a few minutes. Hey Sherelle, hi everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining us on today. Man, I'm telling you, when things can go wrong. We had to switch up a few things, or I did. I had to switch up a few things at the last minute. And I hate touching when you have to touch your things. Ugh, it's just a real iffy situation. But we're going to press on. I think all will be well. It's good. All will be well. It's good. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody who is out there. Thank you. It is February. It's Black History Month. It is Heart Health Awareness Month. Big shout out to all the women out there, all the men out there. Hey, you guys, we want you to remember to take care of yourselves. We're going to round the curve back on that a little bit later on in the show. But we want to be mindful to take care of ourselves, to do the very, very best that we can in taking care of ourselves. We have Tia with us on today. If you guys have any questions, feel free to post them up on the chat, because I can see, we can see some of the StreamYard members that are there right now. If you're on my YouTube channel, thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe and share. There's a lot of content there on Chat with Cat and Friends. Thank you so very much. Those who have been in the long haul and been with me since I don't know, 2020. 120. I'm not sure. It's been a few years. I might be overshooting it a little bit. I don't know, but it's been a while. So those who have been in with me with us for the long haul, thank you so very much. Those who have just joined in and you're finding the great and wonderful nuggets that are out there, all of those wonderful entrepreneurs, organizations, all of the inspiration and encouragement that's found and wellness found right here on Chat with Cat and Friends. Thank you so very much. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so that each and every time inspiration and empowerment, wellness, all of the gems, all of the nuggets, all of the everything is added to this channel, you will be in the know. You will get that notification and you can pop right on in and get all that information that you need to know. If you have information that you want to share with me, please feel free to do so. That's what I forgot. I forgot to bring up my banner thing. Please feel free to do so. Let me know at K-A-T, wellness coach 1 at gmail.com. Let me know if you'd like to be on the show. Let me know that too. I want to talk to you. I want to get to know you. Let's see. We're going to put this on the bottom. Let's see. Is it going to show up? I would like to get to know you, spotlight what you're doing in the community. We want to shout out your birthdays, your anniversaries, all those milestones. Shout out to my son Marquise. His birthday is coming up February 6th. Yes, his birthday is coming up February 6th. And all of those February birthdays and anniversaries, all those the well wishes, all of those milestones that are coming up. You may be entering your, I don't know, year of sobriety or of recovery. Yep, congratulations to you as well. We're going to go ahead and bring on Tia right now, director of Autostream. Excuse me, guys. Okay, there we go. Director of Autostream. Things are moving a little bit slow, or I'm talking a little bit too fast. Am I talking too fast? Let me know, because sometimes I can do that. Whew. Let me know. director of Autostream. I'm just gonna get her on here. She could tell you who she is. Hey, everybody! Thank you so much for joining us. Come on, Tia, tell us who you are. We are both so excited.
Hey, hi.
So I pressed it to bring her on. She will be back in to join us. Here you. Thanks so much for joining us on today. Look at you and your lovely self. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hey,
Now,
Kat,
look,
thank you
my
for
first
having me.
question before we even jump into all the wonderful things that you do, thank you. It's a wonderful honor. It is
Yes.
our pleasure. Before we jump into all the great things that you do, your name says Tia Twills Strayham. We want to address
I
that.
think
We want to address Twills. Can you hear me?
Yeah, a little bit. I think our connection's a little lag.
We're not
You
having
want
an
to address
issue.
my twills. Okay. Um, so I am
Okay.
Tia. My real middle name
Yes.
is Nicole. Wheels comes from when I decided to ride some motorcycles a little time ago, maybe 10 years ago. I started riding bikes. And so Twills was my ride handle. At some point in my life, in my younger age, I thought I was going to be a DJ. So I was like, oh, T on the wheels, 1 and 2. So I kind of combined them. And then we had wheels and
Okay.
twigs. So it was twills. So we just
There
a
you
little
go.
neat.
I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I just wanted to get that out the way just in case anybody else had the question. I mean, somebody else a little bit smarter might have been able to put that together, but I was like, wait a minute, what is that? So, but anyway, Tia, let's press on into the
Absolutely.
to the goody good stuff.
Yeah.
The real reason why you're here on today is to discuss with us your amazing, absolutely amazing. You're here today. You guys want to share this information. I'm so glad that you're here because Tia is director of Auto Care and the co-founder of Strayham Automotive Car Care. Tell us about Autostream Car Care and just
Okay.
being the director. It's such a when you think about getting dirty and you just think about all of the stuff that's just a little bit about it and why you are in the auto care industry.
Okay. So thanks for having me, Kat.
There's a
I'm
lag. I'm
definitely
sorry. I
inspired by
apologize, you
you.
guys. There is
So
a little bit of a
I
lag.
think I heard the question. Our system is a little laggy, so let me make sure. How did I get into the industry and the Autostream? So Autostream Car Care, they've been in business. This is a 25-year anniversary for Autostream. So woo woo to Autostream. That's where I work at currently. I am the director of the Randallstown. I am director of Randallstown Center. We opened up 3 locations last year. So that's Owens Mills, Parkville, and Randallstown. So definitely come out to Autostream in Randallstown. I appreciate you supporting us. We are a full service automotive repair center. So we can tackle anything. I've been with Autostream. This is my second year Autostream. Before that, I was at Mr. Tire for 23 years. And then also during that time, my husband and I started Strayham Automotive in 2014. Our own division where we started a full service repair shop, and then now we're into automotive education. I got into the field, funny story, and no exact dates, October of 98. Uh, Shout out to my cousin Stacy. When I graduated school, I was employed at Quest Diagnostic in the processing unit. At that time, and I'm so old, it wasn't Quest Diagnostic, it was Smith Klein. They closed down. and we all lost our positions at that for me. During that time, I didn't have a position, and my husband now, which was my husband then, it's like, oh, you should come to my job. You have the gift of gab. Like, you talk a lot. All they do is talk. And so um, I
Mhm.
applied for, at that time, it was Kimmel
Wow.
Tire. Yeah, I had no automotive experience. All I could do was talk. So God bless you with talents to use them, and people see that in you. When I interviewed the director at that time, he's like, "Oh wow, you have the gift for gab.
Right.
You're hired." And I was hired, didn't know anything. They trained me. When I was at the
Okay.
county, I could talk to people. I had the customer service, but I knew nothing about cars, right? And people would come with their cars, and I would have to talk to them about it. And one of the Maryland State inspectors, John, pulled me up, and he said, "Come out here." He's like, "You rambling. You don't know anything about cars. What are you talking about?" He's like, "We can't have you at the counter not talking the cars." So he took me under his wing. I'm the Maryland State inspector, and I had to stay under the cars and learn car components because I knew nothing. And then at the time, Kimmel, which was Kimmel, they had a program called Kimmel University. I joined in there, and I just that's how my career started. From there, I just took off, and I finally was able to have my own store. And
Right.
that first year, I became the rookie manager of the year. Then I did get manager of the year, and it just exploded from there and learning the automotive field. Can you hear me? I think we're like,
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. And then so he took you under his wing. Look, did you even have any wherewithal? Did you want to learn about cars anywhere in, I don't know, your sphere of life? Were you ever interested in cars though? Was that ever anything that you ever wanted to do? Like some people, growing up, they teetered around with cars, or they watched their dad, someone in their family fix cars. Was that any part of your story at all? And I'm just asking.
no, that's a great question. In the beginning of my career, no, I wasn't interested in cars. I went to college some. I really wanted to be a video producer
Okay.
at the time. When I lost my job at
Mhm.
Smith Klein, which was Quest, really didn't have an idea what I was going to do in life at that time. So no, once I began to stay in the car field, and I
Right.
did always like racing and NASCAR and things like that. I would watch that. I used to race with my cousin. He had a Camaro, and we would go to the meets. My cousin Maurice, so shout out, he's in Texas still, thriving and driving. And I was just intrigued in the races and stuff. So I never really had the passion for cars. I never fixed cars. I didn't get dirty. I got into it for the management position. And along the way, it was started making money. So money is always going to drive you. And I was like, wow, okay, and it's not too many women in the
Right.
field. So I've always
Mhm.
been in the atmosphere of guys. And
Right.
but one thing, I could converse with other women that were coming in.
Awesome. And see, I wanted to bring that up because a lot of times, sometimes that's how you feel that people get into, especially these fields. And it's like you're pointing out too, that it's not even the technical side of actually knowing, the most intricate parts of knowing the inside and out of a car, like the mechanical inside and out of a car. You don't have to have that kind of knowledge and background. That's what I was just trying to just bring to the forefront, whether you did or didn't. But it's awesome to know that even without that kind of background, I wasn't raised, a lot of times people are like, well, I was raised by my granddad who told me this, and I was always in a garage, but that doesn't have to be the case. So just to encourage that person out there who might be feeling like, well, that's not my background. I would never, that's not something that I could ever aspire to do. Sure, you can, sure you can, because there are other avenues that you could follow that could definitely trace you down and trace you to some other efforts that would lead you to some surprising aspects of the field in itself, so just wanted to raise that up just for
Yeah.
that person or those person no knowledge about that.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing. Because in the automotive field, right, this is the only field
So
that I think
yeah.
that it's a lot of ways that you can enter the field, right? So I've been in the management part. Doing the management, I have learned. So you have to be willing to learn. You have to be wanting to learn, and you can explore the management side, and the automotive backside.
Mhm,
There's a lot of growth in the automotive field,
mhm.
especially in this new 20th century, 2024 and going forward.
Awesome. Now you mentioned women in the field. Can you elaborate a little bit about women in the field, the lack of, or where women do fit in? Maybe we feel like we don't fit in the field. How do you see that? What is your take on that?
Yeah, absolutely. To all my women that are interested in the field, or maybe you're not interested and you're just intrigued with cars, or you're in sales, right? Because that's what we do at the counter. From me in management, if you have management skills and sales, listen, this field is wide. They're always looking for women because women, we're passionate, right? We have compassion, we show empathy, and we just had some great companies come from Florida and my company. And that was the first question they asked me, Tia, how do we strike the interest of women? Because there's not a lot of women in the field like you. Like this is 2024. I've been in the business for 26 years. So they want to know, how do they reach the women? And a lot of times women don't know that the automotive field are looking for women.
Mhm,
They offer benefits. And that's what I told them. Do you guys sell, your business to say, hey, we
mhm,
welcome women. We have benefits. A lot of women don't think that the field will support them, have the maternity leave. They have benefits. It's a lot in the field. So if you're interested, I just say, if you have strong salesmanship, you can communicate with people. We're always looking for women these days. And for even mechanical, I think in the time that I've been in business, I only seen like 3 women mechanics. Um, I have met people. I know a young lady. Shout out to Riley in
right.
Colorado. Her and her dad have a transmission company. So people and women, we are in the business. We're growing the business. I just say, if you don't want to enter the business, this is a really lucrative field, and there's always room to grow. And we're looking for women, dedicated women, and absolutely. I hope I answered that for you, because I know we're a little laggy, but
Awesome. Wonderful. Look, there's the pitch. There's the pitch. Come on, women. Come
yes,
on,
come
women.
through.
Because it's open. It sounds like an open market to me. It's open. And like waiting looking for a few good women. Look, we've heard the saying, looking
Yes,
for a few good men. It's looking for a few good women to step up to the plate, whether
absolutely.
in management and sales and right, doing a little bit of everything.
Right.
And sometimes I think, speaking from that perspective, I think sometimes, I know for me, I feel like in the car industry, in the car field, automotive, like today, like today, I had to go to where did I had to go and get some oil for my car. I just sometimes feel what I'm talking about, or like I just feel like, yeah, I just feel like I don't know what I'm talking about when I'm going, even when I do know. And I do know, but I feel so uneducated sometimes. So tell us about, you were talking to me about a clinic. Yep. So we're going to go ahead. You were talking to me about a clinic that you guys are going to start. And this is wonderful because I would like to, I won't say I'll be the first person there, but let us know about this clinic because a lot of people could benefit from the knowledge base of it all. Tell us about it.
Yeah,
So we could be
absolutely. I'm so
educated
excited.
and go
Yeah,
in
I'm so
knowing what we're
excited
talking
about.
about.
Yeah, sure. I'm so excited about the clinic. I'm glad you asked. So, my ladies, fellas, even out there, one, let me just backtrack a little bit. So, Strayham Automotive, as I said, that's my last name, my husband's last name. We started in the service repair. He's been in the business for 30 years and he was a Maryland State inspector. And we kind of grew in the field together. So, as Strayham Automotive, we seen the community growing and the need. It is a need in the automotive field for people. And so we started thinking like, hey, people need to be educated because a lot of times people come into the shop and most women you start talking, they're like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Just fix this or do that. And I'm like, no, you should know what I'm talking about. So you're not paying a double expense. You know what's going on with your car. Like, as you said, this is wellness month. I mean, heart month. We have a lot of things on. You need to know about your body. And we relate the car to the body. It works just like the body, like the blood flow in the car. That's like your transmission. So we at Strayham Automotive, I always say God blessed us more in 24. We will be doing a clinic, a automotive car care clinic, where you can get to know your car and fall in love with your car. You definitely want to know about your car because a lot of people will give you opinions on your car. They say, oh, it's this and it's that, and it's neither. A lot of times we think our women, because they have that stigmatism that we don't get gas or change our oil, and we rely on the men. I find in this field, a lot of men don't know what they're talking about either, right? And so, who best but to get to know your car and fall in love with your car, but you? You should know when your oil.
What?
Yeah, so we're gonna start a clinic. The clinic will teach you how to change your spare tire, how to check your fluids, and just get to know some things about your car. Moving forward with technology like Tesla and a lot of the EV cars, when you buy those companies make sure that you know about the vehicle. So when you're buying a Tesla, you're buying a lot of electronic and hybrid cars, the manufacturer, most of those customers know about the car more than we do. Like they'll give you training. They'll say, hey, you can fix your air filter. You can do this. And so when those customers come in, they kind of educate us about it. So looking at that in hindsight, who better to know your car but you if you don't have, the EV, the electronic cars and Teslas. So you should know that. So Strayham, more in 24, we're excited to do the clinic. Right now, our website is under construction, but you can reach out to us at Strayham Auto at yahoo.com. We will have our page back up and we will send out flyers and stuff. We definitely want you to come, Kat, because we want you to know about your car and where that oil go. And I do want people to stop that stigma about women don't get gas and we don't know our cars. We have heels and stuff, just junk in our cars.
Right.
We do know. So we have to know, you're going to take care of your body. You want your car to take care of you. You want to get to the destination you need to take you. You want your car to be reliable. You don't want to have to go somewhere and the car don't start and, you get a flat tire, you're waiting 2 days for AAA where you could have put your spare on and, gotten to the next automotive location. So education is very, very important, right?
Absolutely.
And we just want to share what we've learned, over the years for that. So, we're doing a lot of things, a lot of education, and I'll let you get to the next question because, we'll talk about that a little more.
Well, I was just going to ask, did you say a date for the start that the clinic will start? Did you guys have a firm date yet for that?
So no, we're looking.
I might have missed it. I do apologize.
No, that's fine. We're looking towards the spring. We just have to confirm the location to make sure, the little things you have to do for that. It's going to be well, and our sponsors, but we are looking for the spring to go forward with that, and we will re-announce that. Hopefully you can have me back and put us, out there about the clinic. But it will be this spring.
Yes.
Yeah. And we
Definitely.
invite you to
Definitely. You
bring
guys that information will be on the page. Awesome. Awesome. I will update. I will have updates on my Facebook page, as well as I'll give updates, here and there on the YouTube channel as well, to whatever you guys have coming up. I look forward to it. I'm looking forward to the clinic as well. Now, who is saying come on, ladies, who is saying that we don't put gas in the car?
and
I'm mad about that. I do put gas in my car.
Oh my goodness, it's funny. So many times people come to the shop and we have to do testing. And ladies, the first thing I'm calling the customer, like, is it okay if we put gas in your car? We need gas to test. Men too. You'd be surprised how many people are riding on that E and that orange bar. But just one educational fact, gas works like antifreeze.
Look.
Gas will cool down the fuel pump. That's the duty of it.
So I do have, and I'm thinking if I'm going to share this embarrassing moment when yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry. No, I interrupted. I'm sorry. You were talking. And see, because we had that leg, we're stepping on each other, and I'm so sorry. We apologize, you guys. I apologize. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying most women and men.
Okay, I was going to share.
Pause back. Yeah. I'm going to listen to you.
Nope. This is, you guys, we're sorry. I apologize. We're like stepping on each other because of this long leg that we're having, and I don't even know how to fix that. I don't know if there's something that I can do to fix that. But I will definitely look into it, and I will be contacting StreamYard. No, but I will definitely look into it. Because when I got my first car, that was an issue because I was just driving and driving. And then one day I couldn't start it. And I was like, I called my dad. I'm like, my car won't start. He came out, looked at it, was like, you don't have no gas. I was like, oh, that was years ago. Don't come for your girl. Do not come for me now. That was years ago. But, that was one of them, I'm not even going to say what kind of moments, but that was one of those moments. And it was like, I was not thinking at all. I wasn't thinking at all. I was not thinking at all. But yeah, that did happen. And I was just so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed. Even then, I was younger. I was probably in my 20s. I was old enough. To know, right. But I didn't. I wasn't even paying attention. And my car, it just, my car won't start. Okay. So that happened. That happened.
Listen,
I'm over it. I'm good now. Thank you.
Right.
I'm good now.
Listen, we've all had those moments. I've had that moment. I've ran out of gas, and I was like, oh my goodness, it's embarrassing and time. But as I grew in the business and understood, like, gas is very, very important. I try to tell people, just a little fact, try to keep a little half a tank in there, because the gas, as I was saying before, it serves as a cool down for your fuel pump. So as you're driving, the fuel pump gets very hot. Mm-hmm. When you stop the gas, it's like a cooling mechanism to cool it down. So if you're not interchanging your fuel pump over time and other components, you might need to keep some gas in there. I mean, listen, that happened to me. A lot of people come in. We had a young girl with a Fiat come in. She had it towed in, wouldn't start. Why? She spent money on diagnostic, right? Which our diagnostic is about 165. Just to tell her she had no gas.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You gotta put gas in the car.
Mm-mm-mm.
Can't run without it. So yeah,
You
we
gotta
just
put
want
that.
to we just want to educate everybody. And just to say that also,
Yeah.
I want to shout out to somebody, also Strayham Automotive, this year. I mean, last year, thanks to Marsha Briley and Anne Arundel County, we were invited into the prison system for reentry level people. Tia and Jerome, which is Strayham Automotive, we had the opportunity
Yes.
to definitely teach automotive to our reentry level guys entering back into the work career, back to getting developed jobs, right? And I would say that's another thing was just amazing and
Mm-hmm.
rewarding. Thank you to Anne Arundel County for giving us the opportunity, and Marsha Briley. We appreciate you guys. We're looking to do more of that going forward. Um, this year in 24. So I keep saying more in 24. Thank you, God. But I tell you, just and that helps me to educate, want to do more education too, because to get people to re-enter into working and just to be able to change someone's,
Yeah.
life, that was the most rewarding thing I could have ever done in my life. And so to know you've made a change in someone and in the community, and you're developing people that can come out, absolutely have a career, right? And then what they did in the past, because we serve a forgiving God, and forgive me if I'm bringing, God up. People do change. And once you get people out here and learning a
I
skill,
have no
now they
idea
can
what is
provide.
going on with
Yeah. And you don't have
the
to
sound.
have that what you did in the past hang over
This is
you.
distracting.
So
So
I'm sorry.
distracting. My apologies.
That's okay.
Mm-hmm. No, it's the lag because and the screen keeps going out. It's just it's a lot. But
That's
we'll have you
okay.
back a time. But this is good. Thank you so much for the information. So you have the reentry program, and that's with Strayham Automotive, correct?
Yeah. Yeah. Strayham Automotive. Yeah, we're moving to educate. That's why we're having a
Oh,
women's clinic. Yeah, we're doing teaching, just to
mm-hmm.
give people knowledge, because a lot of people can enter the field. There's so much employment right now, um, for automotive techs. I'm telling you.
Yes.
And we're connected with people that are hiring. We've been in business so long, we have the resource to get you hired, but you just need the education to be able to do the skill, whether you're on the management side and we help you with that, or whether you want to be a tech, right? So we doing the clinic, and we will be having different programs where we're teaching semesters of having this trade. It's so much, it's so many people hiring. There's such a deficit because the older mechanics are retiring. You have electronic cars coming out. So we're just trying to help other, community outreach, help the economy with employment. It's definitely there. Everyone is hiring. You always need mechanics because you always have cars on the road. So Strayham Automotive is here to educate you, so that you can get hired, you can get employment. If you have young children, all they need to do is get their driver's license, and we can help them from there. So more in 24. Maybe when Kat have us back, we can explore Strayham Automotive and education, and where we're going with that
Wow, that's
after the
awesome.
clinic.
That's awesome. So the word is out. There are employees out there for mechanics, for managers in the field of mechanics, and in the car care industry. Y'all heard it here from Tia Strayham. So check it out. I mean, so do you have partnerships, like once Are there partnerships, especially for the reentry program? You're teaching, and then you have the clinic. You're teaching different skills and different information and educating. Do you guys
Yes.
have any partnerships, or it might be something that you're looking into to have partnerships with jobs, okay, or employment? That's a part of it as well.
So yes, we do have resources to get you hired. We also always looking. So if you know anybody, and you're out there, sponsorship, definitely, we invite it, we welcome it. Um, right now, it's because our relationship with companies that we know are hiring, we can, put your name down and definitely have the resources to get you employed. That's just for us being in a business loan. We're not looking for uh, any attachment in cash. We just do it because we know it's a shortage. We've been there, how we've come up. Someone paid the way and educated us, right? So it's always good to give back. So once you, and that's the thing, in the industry, they want you to know what you're doing. I know, shout out to the mobile mechanics that's out there. Shout out to my people in front of Advance that's trying to, the
Right.
side mechanics, as we say. We appreciate you in the times when we don't have the cash. But most of the industry these days, they want you to be educated and know what you're doing. A lot of things are becoming electronic in vehicles. So that's why we educate. So you do know, you go into the field knowing what you're doing. And then a lot of these companies will educate you along the way. But if we can get you knowledgeable of what you're doing before you get there, that's just a plus on your side. If you need help with the ASCs, which is the Automotive Service of Excellence, testing,
Mhm.
we do help you with that also, right? So it's a lot of good things that we can offer. Like I said, we do welcome other sponsorships. We do have connection with other people who are hiring for mechanics. We do partner with them to say, hey, we have this person, they're really good. Here you go. Because a lot of places are looking for people who are trained and know what they're doing.
Right. Wow. And that's a big, just a big effort on you guys' part, and just all of the years experiences, because you said you and your husband combined, you have, can you say that number again? You had, did you say like 40,
No, but
45 years
yeah, between
experience combined, you and your husband, of like years of auto? I mean, so you've um built relationships over all of these years.
yeah,
So yeah, you have skin in the game, and you've built up, yeah, you've built up quite a bit of like relationship revenue, if you will, relationship revenue in the field. So that's awesome.
yeah,
What you about to say? I didn't even see.
we have a combined of 56 years of automotive experience combined. He has 30 and I have 26. So yeah, we're combined of
50.
56 years of experience at Strayham Automotive.
Okay.
Yeah, so excited about a lot of things that's going on for Strayham.
I'd rather say a number too small than too big. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. Yes. Yes. And then can you get into, so did anybody have any questions for Tia? Before because we're gonna move this boat right on along. It's 3:15. We're gonna keep moving. I think I wanted to ask, we're gonna ask again about just one more shout out to women in the industry, because we want to really
Mhm.
um not sell that point, but cast that net wide and large for women to really come out and be a part of the auto care industry, because it's needed, and they're looking for women to, to
Yes.
step up to the plate and to be a part of it. And like I was trying to share, I don't know I don't know how good of a job I did in verbally explaining, but it's a feel and you kind of feel like you kind of get lost, like I know what I know. I just know what I know. But like you're saying, you just have to be teachable, and you have to be willing to learn, and just kind
Yes.
of put aside all of the other stuff that you might feel about, this is a man's thing and all of this, like, because sometimes I know for me, that's what I might feel. And sometimes I'll feel like, this isn't an area that I need to know, but you kind of do need to know these things. So
Yeah.
give yourself a break. I'm just speaking to the women. Give yourself a break. Give yourself a break and learn some things. Learn some things and widen your scope, the scope of education and your knowledge. And look, I love the fact that it's fruitful. Yeah, it's fruitful. It got some great benefits to come along with it too, to your share. So thank you so much for that. But why do you think, is there any perception that you have on the professional side as far as why women are as much a part of the industry as you would think or as you would hope them to be?
Yeah, I think a lot of times now, women, I think for so long, like you said, you hit one point, it's been a man's world. Most men, you see that, are just in the industry. But we had the race car driver, when you think of race car, you don't think of women, but now we have like two women that's entered, like Patrick. She did really well. I can't think of her name right now. I would just say, like, in the field in my company, they call me first lady because I'm like the first lady at their counter. And now we onboarded another young lady, but I'm the only African American woman there. Ladies, don't be afraid. That stigma of it's a man's world.
Yeah,
Women, we have stepped up. We've come a long way.
right.
A lot of times, I'm just been in this field a long time. I find I don't see a lot of women. A lot of women of color like myself in the business. You might see them at the dealership. You may see one mechanic, young lady here or there, but you don't see a lot of us in the sales. And if you don't know that we are needed, if you don't know that there's a need for us, you wouldn't think to look, and so we're definitely, and
Right.
plus women,
Yeah.
I think a lot of times women, not down men, but a lot of women are more dependable. And I think another stigma that we're overcoming in that industry too. I remember someone saying to me that they were afraid to hire women because of attendance, because women are more home with the kids. They have to do the appointments, and they can't come to work and stay that long. I will say it is long hours in the automotive field. It's not like the 9 to 5. It's not your regular 8-hour shift. Most automotive places you are doing 11 and 12 hours. But we have nurses that's doing those hours. We have women that may not be interested in the family life right now, So
Right.
that has changed over time from the stay-at-home moms and the 8 to 5 and 9 to 5. That's changed. So with the
Right.
changing time and the era, they are welcoming women. Women are staying at their jobs longer. Women feel comfortable talking to women. There is a high percentage of more women drivers these days. Women are getting into the CDLs. So women make the world go around. I'm not down in my men, but they are seeking
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
women because some women feel comfortable. I know a lot of times the women come in, they might be embarrassed and not know about the cars. So they do come in and they may want to, speak to me on the side, like, hey, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes they feel embarrassed and they don't know what they're explaining. So women are comfortable with women a lot. Now, you do have times, that I had to deal with when a lot of times men will come into the to our stores, and this happened to me for years, but you have to learn to overcome some things. A lot of times men will come in the store and they will bypass me and go right to the man that's at the counter with me, right? And I love when that happens because a lot of the men that are at the counter with me may be in training under me. So I let the men and women go to the person who they think. And then when the person can't explain it, they have to say, oh, well, Tia's right here. And she knows, I don't know what you're talking about. I love when that happens because that's the opportunity to say, hey, game time. It's time for me to educate you and show you, hey, I'm a woman in the field. I know what I'm talking about. I have the information, and then you gain your respect. So we are trying to gain our respect in the field. As
Right.
long as we're educated in any job, you want to be educated in what you're doing, know what you're talking about. There's a lot of people in the field that have no clue what they're talking about and just offer any information. So women come along, I'm telling you, they're looking for you. The main thing is that we communicate better. We're better communicators. I think we have effective communication more so than men, because sometimes the men can be not as soft, or they're just direct, and the women, they think that they're getting through to you, and you know what they're talking about. And a lot of times I have to backtrack the people I'm working with and say, this young lady has no idea what you're talking about, and let me break it down. And I think that's the difference between men, some men and women. I'm not saying all, but yeah, we are effective communicators, and we want to get the job done. And women, we're just coming through. I love to see women in business, love to see women in power, love to see, women, we're doing
Yeah.
some things.
Yes, yes. So that leads us right up to your the next layer of Tia Strayham. You want to let us know about your entrepreneurship program, and this will be launching here shortly, if not already. I don't think it's already launched, but it will be coming about. Let us know about
Yeah,
that, Tia. I don't want to
absolutely.
get the
Thank you.
name wrong.
That's all right. So, along with everything else we have going on, I am branching off on my own. My spouse probably will still support me in that, but thank you. I am introducing Business with Tia Nicole. Nicole is my middle name. I am Tia. So, Business with Tia Nicole. I love entrepreneurship. I love to see people grow, men, women. I just love business. I'm just being in the field so long and starting my own. Business with Tia Nicole is an opportunity for people to learn about business. If you want to get in business, how to talk, how to conform, how to grow your business, start a business, right? We have different layers. So Business with Tia Nicole will be starting after the clinic. I have so much going on. I am in a testing stage with it. I had my first client. So
That's a good
that's
thing.
like my test for Business with Tia Nicole. You can still reach out to me at tiastrayham12@gmail.com if you're interested. Business with Tia Nicole is so much to it. I want to shout out one person who, and when I say business and entrepreneurship, is any kind of business. Shout out to the Black Mill, Chelsea Brown, a fabulous, amazing young lady. She is a nonprofit organization, and she does grant writing, right? So when you're doing business with Tia Nicole, and then you're our nonprofit, we have a lot of people nonprofit. A lot of people need help with the grant writing. I can refer you to the Black Mill, which is the founder, Chelsea Brown. Love to help you. So when I say business with Tia Nicole, we have all kind of levels. We need to, I just think, and definitely we talk about Black History Month. Shout out to all my Black entrepreneurs. I love to support your business, or even if you need me to come into your business and consult with you and see how you get to that next level, right? Because like I said, I've been in the business a very long time, but I find a lot of businesses in our community, the customer service is lackey. Just to upgrade your business a little bit. Sometimes, and I'll say all the time, we have to go with the customer is always right. Got that from one of my great friends, Russell Allen. Shout out to Russell. The customer is always right, but in business, the customer may not be correct, but we're always going to say the customer right. And I think in our culture and in our business, a lot of our Black businesses need to understand
Okay.
that. The customer is always right. They may not be correct, but they're always right. So sometimes we need to tweak our customer service. Sometimes we need to give more, customer service and giving back, reaching our communities. I'm just trying to make our business world and culture a lot better than I see when I go into the stores. A lot of people that have their own companies. And so if you want to, give me a shot, I'm doing business with Tia Nicole, and we'll have some
Yeah.
platforms. We can talk about that. I would love to help all my entrepreneurs. Congratulations to you for starting your business. If you already have, that's great. Any resource, any business, anything that I can be a service of, because I love giving back. I love to see people win. I just, anything I can do to help, I am here. That will be we will be doing a grand opening and all of that, like I said, this summer, because we have the clinic this spring. So more in 24. God has blessed me. I've been around a long time, and I love to help people. Anything, any ideas. And there's so many people doing great things like you, Kat. You're doing such amazing thing with this platform, empowering,
Woo!
inspiring, even with
Trying.
everything you're doing. So shout out to all men, women. I know we've talked a lot about the women, and I just love to see people win. That's a big thing about me. Let's win. Let's more in 24. If you want to start your business and just move along, let's talk. Let's talk. Business talk with Tia Nicole.
All right. Sorry about my disappearance. That is wonderful. Let's talk. Yes, Tia Nicole. That is wonderful. I was up here taking notes too. Did I write it down? Well, I tried to write. Look, I tried to write.
That's okay.
Look, is that Sharia? I'm sorry.
Sharia.
I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Sharia Brown said, "I need." She said, "I need in the description section on contact information, because everything. I mean, all of the information you shared. It's just so wonderful. When I stumbled upon Tia, let me tell you, and we've met previously. We met previously, kind of briefly, and we have friends in common. My good friend Katrina Bush, she started a women's group, and I won't get too much into it, but we are part of friends. And so when we talked, we like this last time we had a conversation, and she was telling me about the different things she was doing. I was like expounding right now, like I just love. I'm like, who does she sound like? We just sound the same, I just love to see people win. I just love,
Right.
I just love empowerment. I just love inspiration. That's just what I love. That's just what I love to do. I just doing that's helping, the next person. That's helping you. It doesn't even have to. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's just something to me that infects me when you tell me that you're aspiring to do something, or that you want to do something. It infects me and it blesses me. So I'm like, okay, let's talk about that. We need to shine a light on that, because people need to know, because somebody out there is like, man, I wish I had, they sitting around and they don't know that you have the information that they need, like this and so many others. But a platform like this, and that's why I love to do this, because it gives the opportunity and the information out. Now, who you telling, how many people find out, I can't be. Now it
No, that's
gets to
fine.
you, and you keep it all to yourself. I don't know, but I'm gonna try to spread. I want to try to get it out to as many people as I can, because that's what I've been charged to do. I feel like that's what I'm charged to do. So I just try to, get it out to as many people as I can, and prayerfully, that infectiousness can keep going forward. And I think that's how many people with different platforms can do. And that's how well and so good together. It's like, I just want to see you win.
Right.
I think there's enough for everybody. There's
Right.
enough room at the table. There's enough money for everybody. There's enough 1%, whatever. We can all have a chance to, I don't know, make some plans or whatever, yeah, everybody will have everything.
Yeah, definitely.
It'll be there one day.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
One
let's win.
one day. So, oh my goodness, thank y'all so much for sharing and with us for this time that we just had here today.
Yes,
For this time that we had here today, and to hear about your test run first, to hear about your test run, and then to hear about your launch after the clinic, because I'm sure
yeah,
everything that you're doing, we're just going to pray and we're going to believe and trust that God is blessing everything that you guys are doing, everything that you're
yes,
thinking about, that you have either you've written it down or you dreamed about it, or it's something that you have planned and it's in your heart, it's in your belly, it's wherever it is. God has put it in your heart and your soul to just bless other people. So we're just praying and we're going to believe and trust that God is doing
yes,
what he does best, right? And just
yes,
imploring us to go forward and to just move. And that's what we're here to do. We're just here to help one another and to just infect one another with this great gifts, talents, blessings, the joys,
yes,
the everything that he
yes,
gives us. That's what we're supposed to do. Give it out to each other. So thank you
right.
for being a giver. Thank you for giving, because
Yes,
without that, I don't know. I don't
yeah,
know.
I'm with you there too. I thank the Lord for
I'm
that.
gonna
And I
decrease.
thank
You
you
look
for
like you was
having
about
the
to say
platform. No, I just said thank you for having the platform and allowing me to come in and join you. Like you said, when we met, it was just like, wow. So I appreciate you for that too. And yeah, thank God he moves in different ways and connect us. So definitely happy about that. And I appreciate all that you're doing too. Thank you for having me so much, Kat.
yes, and I look forward to having you again
All
for
right.
the great reports, the
Yes.
gleaming reports. We're gonna look forward again. Thank you, everybody, for
Thank you,
joining
everybody.
us.
Yes.
We're gonna see you later, Tia. I'm gonna let you get on out of here.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for listening. Hit me up.
Um, that we got to spend some time with Tia on today. I'm gonna say wait on that. Had some time to spend with Tia on today. It looked like my page is frozen. I don't know what's going on. There we go. We had time to spend with Tia on today. I'm so glad. Glad about that. Glad that you guys got to sit in. And thank you for joining us on today. It's Heart Health Month. We were going to touch on a few things about Heart Health Month, but this is just been like all of the loopy and all of that stuff. Thank you guys so much for hanging in there, for staying on and pushing through with us. Thank you so very much. It's so much appreciated. So much great information was shared here. Have put together Strayham Automotive, and they're doing amazing things. They're going to keep it going. And I'm thankful for Tia, Nicole, entrepreneurship, like that business that's coming up. We're just thankful that she has all the things that she has within her to like just infect us with all of that. All of that. And we all need that. I'm gonna go and get some business tips from her myself, right? We all can learn and just achieve from just one another, just from one another. We'll glean from one another. Happy Black History Month. It is Heart Health Month. All of this is history. Look, in the next minute or moment, that will be the past. That will be the past. So it's history in the making. Y'all see what y'all have seen what I've said. Subscribe to my channel, Chat with Kat and Friends, my Facebook page. Kat Wilson, my Facebook page, Emerging to Wellness, Facebook page and Instagram. I look forward to chatting it up with you guys. All of his information will be in the description section of my YouTube channel, all of her contact information. You can get in the know with her. Her email email will be there. Autostream connection information will be there, and every other piece of information that she has shared and will allow to as far as contacting her will be available in the description section. And I also put it on my Facebook page as well, especially if you, I don't know, if you ask or if you say, hey, I didn't get that or what have you, just let me know and I can shoot you that information or supply that information instead of the word shoot. I supply you that information. No problem at all. Just to let me know. That's it. Heart Health Month. Do all that you can to live well. Let me see. One tip. One thing that I came across this week, a friend was asking me about no, she was telling me I said something about this cabbage, a TikTok that I saw. And she was like, "Oh, cat, that is nothing. Was it with?" She asked me which cabbage was it with, and I think I shared it. I even shared it on my Facebook page, and I said it was with regular cabbage, and she was like, "Oh no, that's not the right. No, it should be, if it's not the red or purple cabbage, then that's a better cabbage." And I was like, "Purple cabbage? I don't even think I ever thought about purple cabbage before." So of course, I'm like, purple cabbage. What are the benefits of purple cabbage? And all of this information came up. Yes. So I'm like, okay, it's purple cabbage from now on. The purple with the red, it's got so many health benefits, helps with inflammation. It even has, have you ever like read the health benefits of things and it'll say something like may support, what did it say? May support something about cancer, something. I'm like, really? Okay, may support some kind of cancer it didn't say resolution. I'm just saying that is not the word that it used, but it was like may support cancer survivorship or something like that. It didn't say survivorship either. I'm just saying that, but look it up for yourself. But it had so many awesome benefits. So my one tip is purple cabbage. Eat purple cabbage instead of the other. Now I am told that it's bitter to the purple or red cabbage already, and I just don't know about it. So if you have eaten it or cooked with it or whatever, anything like that, let me know. Let all of us know. Bring us in on a note and how to get over that bitterness, because I'm told Anthony was like, yeah, but they don't tell you about how bitter it is and all of that. So there's a way, I'm sure there's a way to get around that or over that in some way, or how to combat that. So we need to figure that whole thing out, because the purple cabbage or red cabbage is where regular cabbage that they have in the market. And I have seen the red cabbage. It's just not as widely sold in the markets, especially in my area. So, yeah, health benefit fact one. Health benefit fact one. Purple cabbage, red cabbage, it has so many health benefits. This is at higher risk for heart disease and stroke. For whatever reason, uh, there are tabulations that say, and yep, doctors have said, and all of the graphs and all of those things have said that. So let's take better care of ourselves. It is Heart Health Month, and we want to be heart health conscious and just health conscious all year long for the rest of our lives. I am a survivor. I'm a survivor. Let me stop, because they're gonna tag me for something. So at any rate, let's be heart smart, you guys. All year long, all lifelong, because we want to live long and just have longevity. Thank you guys so much for joining us. That's your heart health tip from me. Red cabbage, purple cabbage instead of the regular white. Have a great and wonderful evening. Thank you guys so much for joining. Have a great night. Bye. Thank you.